Welcome to day 5 of our home seller bootcamp. Thank you so much for joining me on this virtual adventure. It has been slightly different than home seller seminars in the past, but it has been a very fun learning experience for me and hopefully for you too. So today we're going to sum everything up. We've talked about how to get your house ready for sale, and now we're going to talk about how to prep for a perfect first showing on your house. Whether it's a private tour or an open house, I'm going to give you some tools and tricks to help make the buyers want to submit their highest and best offer on your home right away. So, going back to the modulars we talked about in 2 or 3, we want to create that lifestyle. When people walk through your home, we want them to feel like they can envision Saturday morning in their house making pancakes, sitting around in their PJs, or out in your backyard around the fire pit enjoying a Friday night with their family. So to do that, we want to emphasize all of the areas in your home that make it feel like a home and not just a house. So, step 1, typically before your realtor gets there or when I get there, you're going to want to have all of the lights on, have all of the blinds open, so that all of the natural light can come in and your house looks as bright as possible. I do recommend, some people like to bake cookies, some people like to have fresh scents in the air. You don't want to over scent your house. And I don't recommend people use open flames because, God forbid somebody knocks something over. Sometimes kids are in the houses, no open flames, but you want to have one consistent smell throughout your entire house. So don't put 3 different Scentsy jars with 3 different smells in in each room, but choose one good smell, maybe like a maple smell or an apple or a warm vanilla, and put that in any room that you want to, have be appealing to the buyers. So one smell throughout the whole house so that things aren't getting a little crazy. Remove any clutter from the countertops like we talked about before. Any mail, anything like that, maybe put it in a small basket and tuck it out of place. It's always nice if you have a counter island or on your countertops, or if you have a dining kitchen or in your dining room, to put some fresh flowers out or a fruit bowl with a little pop of color, just something to kind of get your eyes to focus on certain areas of the house to create that lifestyle feel. A lot of people do like to turn on music, and I'm totally fine with that, but you want to play elevator music. So nothing with any vocals. So I would do like today's jazz, elevator music. I love to do instrumental hip hop, but some people might not be into that. But you're going to want to keep it down pretty low because you want people to be able to talk, and I want to be able to hear what the people are saying about your house, so you don't want the volume to be too high. You want to take your pets with you. Some people put their pets in crates. Some people, will ask, well, can I leave my dog in the basement or out in the fenced in yard? And really the best thing you can do is take your pet with you. We don't know anything about the buyers that are coming to look at your house. They may have been attacked by a dog once. They might have had a dog just pass away or a cat pass away. So really getting your pets out of the house so that the buyer can only focus on the home and not your things or your pets would be best. I'm going to fluff all of the couch cushions so everything looks nice and neat. Toilet lids closed. You can wipe down any countertops. Maybe, let's see. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought for a second. Yeah, so just kind of, I do like a walkthrough really quick, and I fluff things, and I put toilet seats down. I make sure all the lights are on. Make sure that there's not any overwhelming smells. I do ask that you try to leave your driveway as empty as possible. I don't like buyers to park on the street. I'd rather them park right in the house, and then I can direct them which way to go in that makes the most sense so that your house can be shown appropriately. Another great thing I like for my sellers to do is I always ask, I bring a binder. Some other realtors don't do this, but I do a binder of all of the paperwork that goes along with your house, my agency disclosure disclosure disclosing I'm your seller's agent, your deed, your survey, if you have to have a Title V or you've had water testing in the past, I put all of that in there. And then I'll ask you for a list of updates that you've done on your house, and I tuck that in there. And then the other thing that is a great tool is if you as the homeowner can write your top 10 list. Make a list, and if you send it to me ahead of time, I can put it together on a pretty piece of paper. But what are the top 10 things you love about your house or you love about your neighborhood? In this day and age, most listing agents are using lock boxes, and they're going to give you their spiel on why they think that is best. However, you pay real estate agents a lot of money. My job is not to come in and show your house. Your house sells on its own. However, I am educated on all of the things you've done to your home, and I want to be able to pass that along. I want to be able to tell them about the area, how far away the schools are, where the best eateries are, where the parks are, where the bike trails are, where the best swimming holes are. So if I have a top 10 list or you leave a top 10 list for the buyers, we can help kind of set the narrative for why your house is the best one for them to choose. So I always think that's a great idea. Right now, I am asking all of my sellers to have their houses ready for me to do photos. And then once I get the photos, I ask for about a week to get everything ready and all my marketing supplies ready. And then I like all my houses to go on the market on a Monday. I'm very strategic with my time because I want to make sure that I give your house the most exposure possible. And then I hold all of my showings until Wednesday or Thursday so that we can make sure that as many people as possible across the state, across the whole country, are seeing your house on all of the important websites that we partner with to get the most exposure as possible on your home. And then, typically on the weekends, we will do an open house. This way we can try to get as many people through your door before 1 week is over so that we can try to get the highest and best multiple offer scenario for your home. I did say on day 4, we would talk about what happens in a multiple offer situation, and I'll get to that in a minute. I just want to give a couple of other quick tips. Our hope is that COVID will be over soon and we can get back to doing our jobs somewhat more regularly. But it is nice to maybe keep some bottles of water on the kitchen counter or in the fridge for me to give to buyers. I always am happy to bring stuff and keep it in the house also. I went to one showing a couple of months ago with some high-end buyers that I had, and the sellers had baked cookies, but they put them in little individual packages so the buyers could take them with them when they left. I thought that was a great idea. Like we talked about in day 2, setting that lifestyle stage, maybe on the back porch when the weather gets a little bit warmer, put out some more fresh flowers, maybe lemonade and a couple of glasses, just anything that we can do to get the people to stay and enjoy your home and really feel themselves living in your property. All right, so multiple offers. So right now in this type of market, we have been seeing multiple offers even when your home is priced aggressively. I do not know how much longer this trend is going to last. Most economic indicators are saying it will last right through the fall. So definitely if you are thinking of selling and you want to maximize your return on your investment, you're going to want to get in touch with me by June or July at the latest, and we'd want to have your house on the market no later than September or October. Then it's projected that the interest rates are going to start to go up, and the problem in our area of Massachusetts is we are always the last to see the really high prices, and we're always the first to have our prices go down, just because of where we are on the economic trend and where things are as far as employment and how far people have to travel for work. So right now we are seeing multiple offers, and one of the things when you have a really great real estate agent, they're going to talk you through the scenarios of what could happen with each individual offer. So I don't think it's always necessarily best to take the highest price offer. You need to look at the whole package. Make sure that the people don't have another house to sell. If they do have a house to sell, is that under deposit? Have you documented all that properly? What type of financing they're using? Hands down, I think right now in this market, that is the biggest thing. What type of financing are they using? An online bank or are they using a local bank? I would definitely choose a lower offer with a local bank than I would with an inflated offer and an online bank, because when problems happen, there's nobody there to talk to except somebody that's in a state really far away like California or Texas. And that's just problematic. You want to be doing business with people that you can have face-to-face relationships with if there's a problem, whether it's your real estate agent or whether it's your loan officer. You're going to want to look at the deposits that they're willing to put down. You're going to want to look at the contingencies that they need. Do they have a closing cost concession? Do they are they going to have a home inspection? Are they waiving that? Is there an escalation clause, which means they'll go up above the highest offer by a certain amount? But if they're going to do that, are they paying the difference or do they have to mortgage the difference? So there's so many different trends right now that buyers agents are using to get their offers accepted. And that makes it phenomenal for the seller. But I don't think that this trend is going to be in the same place next year. So I think that's important to keep in mind as we finish up this journey of a home seller boot camp. So moving forward, if you have any questions, just reach out to my clients that had already signed up for this class. I did put some stuff in the mail for you today, so you should be getting that within the next week. Feel free to review it and ask me any questions that you have. And over the course of the next couple of weeks or months, if you have questions about updates that you want to do to your house or paint colors or anything, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm always here for a resource for you. And I look forward to hopefully being your realtor soon. Have a great day.